All right, what's up, everybody? I'm here with Gavin, and we're going to be giving him his first ride on FSD Beta 12, or actually FSD 12. So you just push this button to start, and it starts driving. So it needs to make a left. It's stopping, making sure it's clear. Boom. Pretty good, right? Guy runs into the road, slows down for him. Interesting. He decided to get into a car that was right on our right. So the car stopped, which is a little odd, but probably the safe thing to do. Right now we need to make a right turn. There's a bunch of people crossing here. So you can see it shows what it sees there. It's waiting for them to cross. And then once there's room, boom. Pretty sick, right? What do you think?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it is. I'm surprised how good it is.
Yeah. It's all using cameras. That's the crazy thing.
Is audio included in the recording or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure, what to say or not.
Yeah, it's just facing forward, but it's recording the audio too.
Don't you have to touch the steering wheel?
Yeah, usually you do. Hey, look, that's the new Model 3. Pretty sexy, right?
Is that the one you got, think?
Yeah, but I'm getting the performance version. Alright, now check this out. We got, oh wait, no. I thought we were going to have to go around that stop truck, but we're turning left here. So basically you don't have to do anything. You just watch the road and it does all the driving for you.
Your feet is off, on the side, just relaxing.
Yeah. It's like a Waymo, but it's your own car. And the Cybertruck is going to have this too. And it works in Canada.
Will Tesla ever take liability for this?
Yeah. Once it's ready. Right now you still need to watch it. It's not that good. But once it's good enough, they'll take liability.
And when would that be?
I don't know. A couple years maybe.
5 years, 10 years?
I'd probably guess closer to 3.
Because if something, if the car does something, I have the company who will take responsibility.
Yeah, right now you have to watch it and take responsibility. But it's pretty easy to do. Like on a long drive, it's like a game changer.
And you can just sleep on the side?
No, you can't sleep, but you can at least just relax.
I'm joking,
Listen to music. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Most of the Teslas that I have tried, they all have, the same functionality, but you have to keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to do it for this one too, but oh shit, this guy's parking.
Let's see what the car does.
There's a lot of cars coming to our left, so I can't really go around. There's a cyclist. Alright, now it's going around now that the path is clear. Pretty good.
So how often do you intervene? Interventions per kilometer, per an hour? I don't even know. How do you calculate that?
It depends on how challenging of a drive you're asking it to do. So most drives now it can do without intervention. So we'll see how many interventions it takes to get to in and out, which is where we're going right now.
And is this across the country or just some areas?
US and Canada.
Okay.
And you can drive between cities and stuff. It's pretty great.
Because like Waymo, they have mapped the entire city, right?
So like go on your Waymo app right now and try and call a ride to SFO.
Oh, it won't go. It's like zoned off.
Exactly. So this one can actually drive to the airport. That one can't.
Let's see SFO. Not even inside the zone.
Yeah. Doesn't even show up on the search.
She's on map.
Right.
Yep, it's outside the zone, so.
Yeah, so that's the advantage of this thing. You can actually drive it anywhere. There's no limitation.
Tiny bubble. Even in the morning, you wanted to cross the bridge, but the Waymo doesn't go there.
Exactly. Yeah, if you get a Cybertruck, it'll have this on it too. So you'll be able to use it in Canada, take road trips with it, whatever.
And maybe get, just insurance too.
Mm.
Something happens.
Yeah.
And I have insurance and everything on the same company.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you pay for this or did you buy the monthly subscription?
I actually transferred it. So I bought it with my old car for $7,000.
Okay.
And then they had a promotion. They said, we can let you transfer it to your new car for free. So
This or the...
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got to transfer it to this car. So it's fully paid for. And I didn't pay anything for it.
And for the new car, how much are you paying?
For the new car, it's going to be $8,000.
And then, are you paying that or are you... Isn't the monthly option better for 7 years?
It is, but I kind of like buying in full.
Fair enough.
Because, you know,
It could go up again, the prices?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're definitely going to raise the prices over time, I think. And you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about them charging your card or whatever. And then you can resell it with the car, and it'll still have it when you sell it. So you can tell someone, okay, you don't need to pay $99.
So do you play music while doing this or no?
Yeah, usually.
Would you get copyrighted?
Well, YouTube does like a revenue share.
Okay.
So it'll share some revenue with the artist, and then it'll share some revenue with me.
Or do you just mute it out, the songs? I feel like some people might...
If it's like a video like this where we're talking, then I won't play any music, and we'll turn off the radio in the car so that there's no copyright stuff.
I mean, people think I hate Tesla, you know. Even I think we have a lot of mutual followers.
Yeah.
But the comments, if you see right from them, they all think I hate Tesla or I am short the stock.
I mean, look at this. There's another Tesla there. Here's the thing about Tesla. Imagine this. Every single one of these Teslas starts being able to drive themselves. See, look, there's another Tesla. These things are just all over the place in San Francisco. So imagine if they get this thing to a point. Yeah.
Even Dubai, I was surprised
Yeah.
to see every third Uber was Tesla.
Yeah. So imagine if all of them just become driverless. And then you just have instantly driverless cars nationwide. That's what's happening. Like, look, I haven't touched anything this whole time. It's been doing all the driving. And this is San Francisco. There's all this stuff happening. There's like, steam coming out there. There's people running into the street. And it just handles it. This is Bill Graham. There's a lot of concerts there. And that's City Hall. Over there.
Okay. So if, let's say if FSD is worth a lot of money, why isn't Waymo factored into Google, right?
I mean, Waymo is just a cash burn right now.
So isn't FSD a cash burn right now?
No, they're profitable. Because they're already charging, They're charging people for it.
But the R&D, is it still... I mean, overall Tesla is profitable, but if you just look at FSD...
They're probably, bringing in $2 to $3 billion of revenue, I think Goldman estimated. And their expenses are like $2 billion. But a lot of that's CapEx, building, training compute, that kind of stuff. So, they're making a profit on it, unlike the other companies that don't really have much revenue and have a lot of costs.
I mean, again, they're Waymo, it's owned by Google, so they have unlimited money.
I mean, yeah, but they've also taken, they've done outside rounds recently. So I think, Google has a limit too.
What's happening on the map right now? The glitch?
It's not really a glitch. It's just that the neural networks, don't exactly know what's happening. So what you're seeing is kind of like the uncertainty. That's coming out of the neural net. So it looks at the camera and then it creates this 3D representation of the world based on what it sees.
And does this remap every time you drive, or does it say from the previous trips?
It's all just coming in. It's not using a lot of maps. Like, it's using the street map, but it's basically just looking at it with the camera and reconstructing the world based on just what it's seeing. So that's what makes this technology so powerful. Like Waymo, you got to map out the whole city. With this, it just looks at what's happening around it and just drives based on that. So it's potentially much more scalable. You could just turn it on anywhere there's a road, and it would just understand it. See, look at this. There's a Tesla. There's a Tesla. All of these cars are running the free trial. There's another Tesla.
Look outside all these walls. They're like, look at the wind.
Yeah.
Must be insane.
Yeah, it is.
Wild. I feel like the way Waymo has these cars, just like in, deploy all the cars out there.
Exactly.
Because I was under the misconception that you need to place your hands on the steering wheels.
No, you do need to do
FSD
that.
To work.
You do need to do that. That's how the system works.
You have a loophole.
I have a loophole, yeah.
Okay.
But it shows you that you don't really need to. It's just an art, they just want to make sure people pay attention. Because it's so good
it's
that...
It's liability, right? If something happens, that's on you.
Yeah, they want you to take responsibility. Because they're letting you go anywhere, right? It's not like Waymo where they're like, okay, we have a limited zone, we know what's going to happen in here. Like, you can really take this anywhere and use it for anything. So they need you to watch it. But eventually, when it's good enough, then you won't need to watch it. They'll just turn off that requirement.
That's why, before it was FSD, now it says FSD supervised.
Yeah, exactly.
On everything.
Yeah, FSD supervised. So once it's good enough, it'll be FSD unsupervised.
Or just FSD? Because I think right now, FSD seems misleading. Would you agree?
No, because a lot of people sort of misunderstand it. But what they're saying is, you're buying full self-driving. They're going to keep sending you updates as it gets better and better. So you're getting this today, the supervised, but they really want to make it so your car doesn't actually need a driver. And if you buy it, then you get that for free. You don't have to pay for anything extra.
And how much in the past is this tech available? For example, if someone bought the Model 3 in 2015, will they still get this?
Yeah, all cars from October 2016 and on can run this. So
and will it keep on fading back like Apple does with iOS? Or will it support all the cars from the past?
Not all. I mean, they're going to, obviously support as many as they can, but obviously older hardware sometimes ages out. But for now, it's the last 8 years or so almost of cars are supported, which is pretty crazy. There's some people with old cars who are running this. All right, so now we're getting on the highway. So that's one thing Waymo can't do. They can't go on the highway.
I haven't tried that yet, but yeah.
But this one can.
Even the Golden Gate Bridge, it will drop you to the museum next to it, but it won't take you on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And how does the speed limit work here for the car?
It just figures out what speed to go. It can read speed limit signs.
And could you add 5, 10 below or above it? If it says 90, go on 100. If it says 80, go on 70, stuff like that.
Yeah, so you can see here it says 58. So I can slide it up. I can say you can go up to 70.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pretty sick, right?
It has.
And it drives just as good as Waymo, right?
I mean, the Waymo, I took 20 rides in the last 2 days. This is the first one, but so far has been very, very similar.
Yeah.
If not better so far.
Right.
So Waymo, it was almost a bit slow.
Yeah.
Below 40.
Right. This one can go fast.
Yeah, I mean, 70 miles, almost 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
I mean, Waymo can go faster, but again, in the city, how fast can you drive?
I mean, they just have to be cautious because they don't have a driver. When you do have a driver watching, you can try more assertive stuff, and the driver can take over if it's an issue. But for a situation like this, where you're in traffic, it's a game changer. You just don't have to worry about anything. It just does it all for you. You don't have to miss an exit or...
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah?
How do you feel about this camera inside?
I don't mind it. It's not like they're sending it anywhere. It's
It's
just
all offline, all
yeah,
local?
it's all local processing.
Oh, okay.
It's just designed to make sure that you don't use your phone. So like if I take my phone out and I start, using my phone or something,
Yep.
then they'll eventually just like start beeping at me and tell me, see, please pay attention to the road. So that's all it does, is it just makes sure you're paying attention to the road. Which, like you could look at your phone and probably be fine for a while, but you need to be paying attention to take over. So that's why they just have the thing to just be like, hey, don't use your phone, because it could prevent a crash. But then once it's good enough, you just turn it off.
But maybe for liability, they'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
I think they might always have this on if you want to be unsupervised, because
Exactly, yeah.
if you're doing something with someone in the car, you might press something, then Tesla's like,
Right.
So I don't like actually demonetized, right? Big sure, no. Bank of Not the best video with the bumps. So far I'm impressed from first day.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I have never watched video of yours. I do see you post them, but they're like 40 minutes. I'm like, too long to watch.
I mean, they're too boring for people to watch, but when you experience it in person, it's like, holy shit, this thing is just doing all the driving. There's the San Francisco Bay. You can see Oakland on the other side.
How about the streetcars in SF? Like, how does the car react around?
Yeah, I can handle that.
Okay. So
it
it knows what it does.
Yeah. I can just enjoy the view.
Look around.
Yeah, look around.
Figure out. Use your phone, your laptop, do some emails.
You can't do that. But you can look around, figure out other stuff that's going on if someone's coming your way, instead of just having to look forward. And it drives more smoothly than I could, honestly. It's going 80 right now.
I don't feel it, it's just...
Yeah, it's so smooth, yeah.
So when you disengage it, does it give up, or do you just step in?
I can just take the wheel and turn it off, and then I can just push it again. So if I want to do something myself, I can just use the controls and do it myself, then just turn it back on again.
So let's say just a red car just comes here and brakes checks us. You just stop, or what
of
does
course.
it do? Oh, okay.
It'll do the entire drive itself. That's what it's designed to do. Anything that happens, it's gonna do.
Stopping, pausing. It's not like takeover human or the way, because the previous models of this used to do that,
Yeah. Sometimes.
Give it over,
Yeah.
So.
This doesn't really do that. It's designed to do the whole thing curb to curb.
I love the view here,
Yeah.
Everywhere you go.
The Bay Area is so beautiful. See the plane taking off?
To the moon. I like Tesla shit. I like Tesla.
I don't know. You see this shit? I'm telling you, it's gonna be big. This is a future multi-trillion-dollar company in the making with this technology. And then they're gonna put it in a human robot too.
Go from.
See these red things? These are all the charging stations.
And okay.
So you can tap on it, you can see how many people are there, 4 stalls available, you can see 2 cars on the way. So other cars punched it into their navigation system and you can see that they're coming.
That's smart.
You can
Because
see when it's busy.
I remember first Tesla I ever tried was in 2016, 2015. The only thing that came out was on the way.
Right.
It mapped out basically.
Yeah.
With those Cybertruck.
Now they've got them in the city too.
Excuse me. Tired. So, what area is this?
This is South San Francisco, Millbrae, where the airport is.
What's the main airline here? United? Or American, or just makes no hub here?
Yeah, I think both American and United. I don't know. It's a pretty big airport. It's a nice airport, actually. The airport's the nicest part of the city.
It felt like a dungeon.
Really? Which terminal were you in? Terminal 3?
I think so, yeah. That's what we came in on.
Huh.
Like, you went to the basement, when we went outside to the Uber and Lyft pickup, it was kind of ghetto.
Yeah, I think the other terminals are better, maybe. Terminal 3 might be the ghetto one. C3 Generative AI. They have all these billboards here on the 101.
I feel like this is the fakest AI company in the world.
Yeah.
C3 AI.
I agree.
Like, if you wanna have a laugh, look at their past naming history. It's just IoT, different things.
Look at this. Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. 3 Teslas in a row.
Almost a Tesla. When will the Cybertruck have this?
They're working on activating it. So it's going to get a software update pretty soon. But it's got all the hardware already. So if you get one, it'll be able to do this too. Yeah, it's really dope to have. It's really good for road trips.
So what if you sleep right now? Will the car know?
Yeah, it would beep at me and wake me up. The camera can detect when you're falling asleep.
What about the videos of people sleeping in the car? Like, how do they work?
Usually people are just doing it for views,
But sometimes, they're actually sleeping.
It's pretty rare. I mean, people fall asleep in cars a lot. But, at least if you have autopilot, then you don't crash and die. But I think a lot of times people just sort of pretend to be asleep because they're trying to make a viral video or something.
So I found a good angle to post tomorrow, Would be a good tweet.
What's the tweet gonna be?
FSD is terrible. No. I say, tried it for the first time, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Hashtag with no more, or whatever,
Yeah. That'll light up the comments for sure.
People think I hate Tesla. I don't hate Tesla, I love being right more than anything else. Like, I only want Tesla to go lower because, I have a $85 price target because I think Tesla is worth around $350 to $380 a share 5 years from now. I feel like you would disagree on that.
Well,
but for me, I want to make 30% there. Because Tesla is, a world-known name. And it is the most expensive name in, the Mac 7 right now. And it's the only company with shrinking profits and whose margins are going down overall.
Yeah, I mean, the EVs business is not looking so hot right now. But I think they're probably going to be the most valuable company in the world eventually.
Overall. Not just car companies like this right now.
Yeah.
But don't you think other companies will grow at the same pace? Who are already bigger than Tesla? Like Microsoft, right? It's growing 20% a year even now.
Well,
Won't this be the biggest? Apple for next at least 5-10 years, because these companies never will last forever.
I mean, these companies are sustaining their business, really. they're not really building new businesses. This
Yeah.
type of AI technology where like a computer can move around the world, I mean, it's going to, I think, like you look at every one of these cars. I think every one of these cars that we see is going to have to be replaced by an autonomous car.
When do you think the robotaxi network will be live?
I don't know.
Because I believe 2020 was the first time he said he will, it will launch.
Uh-huh.
Again, they are usually a bit wrong with the timelines. They usually deliver most of the stuff, but it's always very late. Like, I bought that perfume from Elon Musk in 2021. It took like 2 years to come.
Really?
And half of them came half empty, like. But they came after I tweeted at them, so it's not. But. Is he gonna turn the car? Might be the first intervention. Hopefully not, but let's see.
Not sure why we're here.
Just show us around.
I think it's a little confused. What's this guy doing?
Is your car trying to set us up and make us get us mugged or something? Is that the front of the car?
I don't know. You just turn around.
The car's like, what did you do? What happened?
Car. Oops.
You're
You're supposed to tell them what happened, but I think.
I don't know what. I mean, it was right there, then out.
Yeah, I think it made a wrong turn and then was trying to turn around, but then this parking lot has like these things where you can't get through, so I think it just kind of got
Maybe
stuck.
the car thought, it could just do that, but.
Yeah, I think it was trying to turn around, but it was kind of tight. Alright.
Should we go in or should we go out?
We can go through the drive-through.
Okay. Is that fine? Shouldn't we go both in and out, up and out?
Yeah, we could go in if you want to, if you guys have time.
We can do like 10 minutes, if that's fine.
I mean, going inside kind of sucks, I don't know.
Should go in differently then. To be honest, one intervention is not that bad. And this wasn't like serious, in this case at least.
Yeah, it's usually not something like that's like a safety issue, like it's trying to hit something. It's more like it kind of just goes the wrong way or something like that.
It's like it has dementia for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, the sunset, did you see it?
Look how fast the clouds are moving too.
It's the rain. Rain, go away. I kind of like rain, to be honest, some days. Not too much of rain, but when the rain starts, the smell, I love that too, so.
Yeah.
The weather isn't that bad there.
It's good, yeah.
And overall, is it warmer than LA or the same temperature or a bit colder?
In San Francisco, a bit colder, but the South Bay is pretty similar to LA usually.
This is weird. Okay, they said to arrive at Terminal 3. The flight leaves to Terminal 2. Are they connected from that side?
I don't know.
It's weird.
I mean, there is a air tram that goes between the terminals, so
Oh, probably that's what they mean.
I don't know. Maybe you have to check in there for some reason.
Have you tried White Castle before? No.
I don't think so. Do you see how it made that lane change?
Yep.
That's pretty tight.
Castle.
Alright, this is the line for in and out.
Holy. And to go in, would it be packed too? Let's just do this now.
Go in?
What would be quicker, what do you think?
That'd be about the same amount of time.
Let's go in then.
Sure.
Car, go in.
Yeah, it's waiting for room.
Hardcore. This is a massive line for, just some
Yeah,
burger ranch.
that's how in and out is. The line's massive all the time. Especially by the airport. Because people come back from vacation, they go, I want in and out.
So start good.
Alright, so the car took us to in and out. He did get stuck in a parking lot and need help, but overall, pretty good drive. Alright, we're going to get some in and out now, then we're going to drop Gavin at the airport. Alright, we're back, and we are going to drop Gavin at the airport now.
So how was the
Let's turn
food
on
tomorrow?
FSD. 10 out of 10.
10? Okay.
In and Out's the national food of California.
It's the first time I ever tried it.
Uh-huh.
I would say the fries were a bit meh.
Yeah.
Not
They're all natural. No preservatives or anything, so they don't
they
taste
weren't
very good.
as crispy.
Yeah. In-N-Out fries aren't very good. That's why people get the animal fries.
The animal fries, the toppings were really good,
Yeah.
It's like a knockoff of poutine without the gravy.
Right, exactly.
You have the toppings, but the fries are not as good. But
What'd you think about the burger?
burger was actually pretty good, but wasn't great.
Yeah.
I feel like the one we had for lunch was better. But one thing I was shocked was how cheap it was.
See, In-N-Out is cheap, it's good, and you can find it along the highway. So if you live here, imagine you're taking a road trip, you're driving somewhere, late at night, you see that In-N-Out, you're like, yes, let's go. It's cheap, it's good, everyone's gonna be happy. So I think Californians have a special bond with In-N-Out. It's beyond just the food itself. It's the brand. It's all privately owned. They don't franchise.
Really?
Yeah. They control the quality very closely. It's all owned by the Snyder family to this day, who founded it.
How is it like 1/3 the price of McDonald's and other places, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Alright,
how
so now
they
it's going to
get
take us to the airport. So you can see it says international terminals and then terminal 1, 2, and 3. So it's going to change lanes.
Hotel or the car return. Canada isn't domestic, feels like.
I guess so.
Yeah, it feels like domestic, to be honest, you know.
Yeah.
When I go from Toronto to New York, it's like an hour. And you do the security in Toronto only, so you don't.
Well, do you have a connecting flight or are you going direct?
Direct.
That's.
But,
I mean, yeah, I guess, you know, Canada's just like an extension of the US, kind of.
and
America's hat.
Canada's bigger though in size.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
it is.
I'm not sure about that.
Biggest is Russia. Second is China.
Mhm.
Oh, no, second is Canada. Canada is bigger than China, I think, or as big as. You can double check. Countries by size, biggest Russia, second is Canada. As far as I remember correctly.
Let's check this out. Super crowded airport.
Second largest and third. There you go.
Well, a lot of that land is like really, you know, far up north.
Yeah,
right?
no one goes there.
Most of the population's living in the south.
I would say there are more people as a percentage of, like, if you live in Toronto, you're more in the US
Mhm.
compared to Ohio. Some
Yeah,
parts,
definitely.
You know, like if you look at
It's very true.
the map,
Yeah. A lot of Canadian cities are very close to the US.
I think it's below the 45th parallel. Almost half of Canada lives down there.
Right, yeah.
And it's like 1/6 or 1/7 of the land. It's not even a smaller part of the country. But the other part is just really, really cold. Unlike the US, which, you know,
Right.
majority is habitable.
Mhm.
Other than
Right.
Alaska, which, you know, not really directly connected.
So it's taking us to Terminal 3.
So to stop, does it find the spot, or it just goes whenever it wants to go?
Tries to find a spot. If it can.
Like Waymo, they have some trouble sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
They're getting picked up. They just zoom. There's no space.
Right.
You have to go catch it in the the intersection or at the right side of the road. Excuse me.
Right. I think we made it. Let me see.
So if you just wait, will it go into?
I think if they moved, maybe, but
Oh, okay. Maybe too
I'm
much
just gonna
time
go over
right now,
there.
Yeah.
all right, man. Have a safe flight back.
Thank you so much. See you in Toronto soon.
What's your Tesla review or FSD review?
Out of 10.
Are you raising your buy price?
Maybe no comments, but I would say it's a 10 out of 10 so far.
All right. Have a safe flight, man.
Thank you so much.